To the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell will be kicked off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first. offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down. Now, you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. And you won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held the line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
3rd and just 2 to go. It's Allen out of the pistol. Here's a screen for Cook. He's going to be forced out there. Play gains about 7. It'll be 1st down Buffalo.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Cook. They'll cobble together a yard there. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 49-yard line.
Another one for Cook. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throw here, 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. They'll go. Allen. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jaylen Warren. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. All down there by Deion Walker. Well, you've taught me, Brock, sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Rodgers to throw, 2nd down. Contact is made. He's hit and dropped back across midfield at the 44. Terrell Bernard. And that play makes it 3rd and 15.
Offensive play callers, they got their scripts, especially here early in a game to script success. Defensive guys, yeah, they got their sack scripts, and that one was written perfectly.
Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And it's going to be 4th down coming up. They picked up 7 on the pass, but still well short of the 1st down marker.
A gain of 7.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. They'll go for it. Rodgers. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. This is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
It's just kind of the type of play why you name a position like this tight end, because it's going to be tight throws into contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
And he's going to be taken down, so call it about 8 yards on that play, and that means they got the first. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him and ends with a touchdown. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off.
Bass now to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's hauled down. What a wild play as they pull off the double pass.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Now for the first time, it's the Navy midshipman. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Sent to the ground by Maxwell Hairston.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Right side, this is reeled in by Warren. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's the end of one here. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at first down here. Now Rodgers. Passing quick here with the pass rush, fast enough to match it. On and inside to alter that throw. And it falls incomplete. That brings up second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers set to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. It's caught by Wilson. And forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Throwing on second, Rodgers. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Touchdown, Steelers!
Chris Boswell for the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. That ties things at 7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
Davis on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing here, Allen. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Into the house it goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT.
Point after.
This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Bills 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Play action now with Allen. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Steelers will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
Warren here from the gun. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. go again with Warren. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He was brought down.
Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's Warren on 3rd down. And that's going to bring up a tough decision here for them on 4th down. Well, running was a long shot, right? We all knew that. And even with that small pickup, still a few yards away from moving those chains.
And I don't mind the run call. I really don't. Those can be very effective in those situations. But that defense, they were up for it, and they hit it before it got started.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This one from an even 40 yards out. Boswell able to knock it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and get it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Not at the standard they set for themselves.
Incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He beams one deep right side. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Allen. Catch made right side by Bell. Big play before they get to him. That one's going to pick up about 23. And that's going to be a Bills 1st down.
I just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Here's Allen. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. You found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw now, Allen. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there's going to be more interceptions.
That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
Cook scores. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Pass on for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. And they trail by 3.
17. Bills 14. Tyler's pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return starts from the goal line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. The motion at tight end left. Rodgers will look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds. Only about a yard to show for on that catch. Second down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Second down. It's Rodgers. Setting up the screen. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Third and 6.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught. Warren. He's going to have about 9 yards, it looks like, as he's forced towards that sideline. And that is good for Pittsburgh. First down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Now we give to Warren, coming right. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
Gregory Rousseau. It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
On second down, Warren. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They send a man in motion. Third and long for him here. Caught by Washington, left side. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short. So expect a punt coming up here on fourth down. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half. On fourth down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Ooh, this was not hit well, and it's headed for the sideline. And that hits and heads out beyond the 45, but short of the 40.
At their own 44-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Throwing here just before halftime. Look at this first play, and he's going for it. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. A run from Warren here to start the third. starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On second down, Warren gets it again. And they stop him after that a 5-yard gain. That is good enough for a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Now give it to Heidenreich. Into the secondary past the 40. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell to add the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. That makes this a 10-point game. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen to throw. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Working on 2nd down. Allen escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jamel Dean makes the play.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And the stop is made downfield after a gain of about 18. And that is going to be good for a Steelers 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Rodgers to throw. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They gain 11 on that play. And the Steelers have the 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Trying an inside give to Warren. There's the stop. Play hits for 15 before it, though. And that's going to give the Steelers the 1st down.
Yak, yak, yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Here's the give to Heidenreich. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Rodgers to throw, 2nd down. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's headed for the ground. They get him at the 35. Ed Oliver. And that's going to bring up 4th and 15.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. Trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Fourth down now, Rodgers. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Play action now, Allen. He's going to try another deep one here. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
Read and react. Read. Quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
Again, it's Cook. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Garrett Harmon on the tackle. A gain of a yard. It's now fourth down.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Fourth down. Here's Allen. Got his man. Shakir has it. What a way to pick it up on fourth down, Brock. Game goes to midfield, to then beyond, down inside the opposing 45. So we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you would better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to be forced out there after a gain of about 14. And that's going to give the Bills the first down.
A gain of 14.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Going all the way to the end zone here. And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. Second down.
One score is just, well, it's not going to be enough. I think we can look at the scoreboard and know that. So the pace is going to pick up, and I think you're going to see more and more of those shots deep down the field, Kate.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. Second and 10. Throwing here, Allen. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got third and 4. Allen looking to throw. And no luck. That's incomplete, and that means it is fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
You're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
On first down, Warren. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Here's Rodgers. Pittman's got it. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. He's going to be taken down here to knock before the play gets him 12 big yards and a first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. Crosses midfield, still going. Hits the 20. Oh, he goes over the top of all of them. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jaylen Warren brought one back earlier and now takes one across. Boswell to add the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
31. Bills 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. These hits finally taken out, so call it a gain of about 23 on the play before they got to him. And it'll be 1st down Buffalo. Now Allen. Buys time, rolling right. Hit as he makes the throw, and that's going to sputter to the ground. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just continuing to add to some film that's going to be a little bit hard to watch. This guy, you typically don't see completion percentage numbers like this. Very, very accurate guy. Not today. He's going to have to figure out why.
Looked for a second like he had him, Brock, but he just couldn't hang on. It's a good throw to fit it into double coverage, but too tough through that contact. 3rd down.
Fair to say he's just been all over the place in this one today. Some accuracy issues early. They gave him plenty of looks trying to get him into rhythm, but they just never could, and the incompletions continue to pile up.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Allen. That one's cut along the left sideline. They found something that worked there. Nearly 30 yards on that play. And almost always that's going to be good for a 1st. From the red zone on 1st. And he's going to want another chance of that one. Catchable ball indeed. He's going to come up with it. 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd down. Here's Allen. This one also in and out of the hands. Incomplete. This time, though, a hit assisting in the break of that would-be catch. That means it's 3rd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
All the way to the end zone, and this is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid capping a 7-play scoring drive. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away.
The Steelers take over.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Warren running between the tackles. And the stop is made, 1st down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
this ground game, Kate, have seen such a steady dose of work. And what you hope is all of those body blows throughout can lead to a knockout punch like that.
And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Steelers with a 10-point advantage. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Warren once more. Open space inside the 40. Past the 20. And we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. Touchdown Steelers. Jaylen Warren gets another here in the 4th. Boswell to add the PAT. Send right down the middle and good. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
Bills 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Has his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's 2nd down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Big strike here to Moore. And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Moore from 65 yards away.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary. And he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the lead now down to 10. Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
A give here to Warren. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And they'll fight ahead for a few. It's 3rd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
And 11.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. throw. Rodgers. This is reeled in by Pittman. And he can't finish it off in the end zone, but a great effort. Out of bounds all the way down at the 5. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
This is Warren, headed right. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Back to Warren. And this time he gets in for the Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. That makes this a 3-possession game.
Bills 28. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I can imagine the more vocal guys on that defense, especially linebacker, safety, reminding the guys, hey, listen, nothing behind us, and when we get a chance to knock it down, one-on-one, we got to win these contested plays as they just did.
Throwing on 2nd. Here's Allen. Trying to push deep downfield. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Allen to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it. Knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
The ability to track the ball. Right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Left side into the hands of Shakir. And not only do they pick up that 1st down on 4th, Brock, but the game gets him inside the opposing 30. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. 6 seconds to go, potentially our final snap. Allen gonna throw again. Trying to push deep downfield. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Steelers make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.